The other day when Esther and her magnificent, and she means that, staff came to help her get all of this ready for you, this readiness has been going on for months. And so they were here and Esther was clapping her hands. Watch. You might be noticing it with her mouth a little bit too. Well, what you've got going on in terms of what's in your vibrational reality is like that. There's a time delay. You have projected your blocks of thought and sources all over it, and things are in motion and things are lined up, and there's so much that is ready for you, but there's a little delay on your part. So we want to help you decide to distract yourself some from what you call the reality of what's manifested, so that you can feel the vibrational integrity of what you have been projecting out into the universe. We want you to tune yourself to the frequency of your broader self, so that you have access not to just what you're about, not to just what you intend, but to where you stand in vibrational relationship to what you intend. But not just you and you and everybody else with whom you come into contact with, because there's a whole lot going on vibrationally with all of you. Now, you don't have to sort that out, nor is it even possible. In other words, we wouldn't, if we were encouraging basketball coaches, we wouldn't be coaching them about plays as much. They need to know what they're doing. Of course, that's all part of their game. But we would be encouraging them to encourage each other to one thing and one thing only, and that is feel as good as you can possibly feel when you go to play. Feel as good as you can possibly go when you go to play, because when you go to play, that's when you either do or don't have some or none, or a little bit or a lot of access to that broader perspective, which means so much in terms of the way you feel. Now, you thought we were going to say in terms of the way things turn out, in terms of who wins the game. Well, yeah, that too. In terms of everything in your life, yeah, that too. But in terms of the way you feel, which is the only thing that really matters, because for you to come into this physical body from source energy and then be less than you really are, you can't stand that. There should be a disclaimer on everything that you sign before you come here to play with us that says you can't go back, and you're going to come to know stuff that you didn't know before. And you're going to find a new vibrational place of it. You're going to tune to it in a stronger way. And when you do, if you deviate, when you deviate from it, you will. When you deviate it to some degree, when you deviate from it, you're going to feel it in a stronger way. And you got to know that coming in. You got to know that this is a forum where you come to be consciously aware of your guidance system, which is your indicator of what you're doing with the vibration between you and your inner being, which is everything. It's life. It's the happily ever after factor. It's the success factor. It's the factor that everyone is wanting to understand. That's what it is. And so when you feel negative emotion, that negative emotion is a wonderful, 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 wonderful thing, because it means some things. It means your guidance system is active within you. It means something even better than that. It means you are consciously aware because you're feeling the emotion. You all, much of the world, it doesn't mean this conscious thing that it means to you. Your negative emotion means to you, you've got some mixed vibrations going on that you can do something about. That you can do something about, not that you can ask somebody else to do something about. It's not something for somebody else to do. It's something for you to do, because it's your reaction to life that matters. It's your reaction to life. Now, we know you've come to this forum because you are deliberate creators, and you want to get really good at deliberate creating, and we want you to too. And we want you to live life and come to awarenesses of things you want, and we want those things to be important to you. And we want you to set your sights on those things, and we want you to be consciously aware that those things are coming into being more and more all day, every day. We want all of that physicalness for you. All of that physical manifestation, see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it stuff. We want all of that for you. But what we want even more for you is a constant awareness that you're not ever going to get it done. There's always going to be more for you to set your sights on. And this is the process of eternal life. It never stops. You never stop becoming. You're never going to be completely satisfied in the sense that everything that you've ever thought of or everything that life has ever caused you to ask for has come into full fruition where you and everyone else can see it. But you can come to satisfaction in taking care of your vibration moment by moment so that you are in tune more of the time with who you really are. That's really what we want to bring you to the place of knowing and being able to offer to yourself all day, every day. We want you to feel satisfied mostly in your world. We want you to dominantly or mostly feel good and occasionally taste the sweet bitterness, the awful wonderfulness, the terrible perfectness of negative emotion. We want you to feel negative emotion, and we want you to feel it hard, because when you feel it hard, that means this right here matters to me. This matters to me. And you know why it matters to you? You've launched rocket after rocket after rocket after rocket after rocket. The whole of source energy is in on it for you. Everything is all geared up, moving in the direction of what you want. And something in this moment has caused you to look in opposition to all of that, and that is a pinch called negative emotion. So when you embrace that pinch, oh, I feel so terrible right now, and I hate your guts. I am so mad I could spit fire and bullets. I am so angry right now. And your inner being is saying, this is going to get good. This is going to get good. This means that there is conscious awareness of desire. This means desire matters more. Not only that, but under those conditions, you launch big rockets. You improve and increase momentum toward the things you want. In other words, your vibrational world just got way better because of that fit you just had. Your vibrational world improved. The question is, you going to go with the improvement, or are you going to stand in justification of the rightness of your position in this moment? You going to take the bounce, or are you going to do what most humans do, stand in justification for why you feel negative emotion? Well, we know that you know what we know about that. We know that you know what we mean about that. You know what we mean and what we want you to know about that. You know what the right answer is, but we don't want you to give us that answer. We don't want you to fake it till you make it, because you can't. We don't want you to pretend that you feel positive emotion when you feel negative emotion, because somehow with what you've learned from the world before, or even maybe what you've picked up from us, you believe that positive emotion is better than negative emotion, and therefore you must somehow mask or pretend that your negative emotion does not exist. No, that is not what we're saying to you. Your negative emotion is a gift from the gods. Your negative emotion is a powerful indicator that you've got some vibrational tweaking to do. But here's the deal. When you've got negative emotion, we love you so much. That is not the time to try to deal with your negative emotion. When you got negative emotion, your guidance system is telling you, it would be like this. It would be like you're driving your car 100 miles an hour. That's Esther's favorite speed. Tell no one. And you're driving toward a cliff. And you don't know the cliff is there because you haven't been paying attention. And now all four of your wheels are off the cliff. And you're on your way. And you say, oh, wait, I need to do something about this. And we say, it'll be over in a minute. Don't worry about it. You have another opportunity to start over really, really soon. Really, really soon. And that's what we're saying to you every time you have some negative emotion. Don't try to put your brakes on when you're out over the Grand Canyon. Just enjoy the ride as best you can. It's quite a view and takes a long time to hit the bottom. Instead, accept that in the moment of the negative emotion is not the time to try to correct the momentum that is the reason for the negative emotion. Does that make sense to you? What you want to do is, at times when you're feeling better, through meditation or frolicking with friends, what a good opportunity this all is, to set your own vibrational tone so that you practice, and these are the words that we want you to take away from this conversation, to practice the frequency. We don't mean vibrational frequency, we mean the how often it happens, frequent kind of frequent. How frequently do I feel good deliberately? That's getting out ahead of it, like meditating and quieting your mind so there's no resistance and allowing your vibration to rise, and sitting on the deck or going somewhere where you can enjoy the magnificence of what's around you and just milk the feeling of the pure positive energy, which is the absence of resistance, until you let it settle in. That's what we call getting out ahead of it, so that you are more of the time, and here's the word, dominantly. I am dominantly a person who loves, and sometimes one who doesn't love that much. But I mostly love, and sometimes you really get on my nerves. I'm dominantly someone who feels clarity, and sometimes I'm so confused and disoriented that I can't find something that is important to me. That doesn't happen very often. But when it does happen, just write it out. Don't try to fix it in that moment. Don't try to be better than you are in any moment. Let it play itself out, because the momentum that you are living within has power that when you try to fight it, you know what you decide about yourself? I'm not good at this. I'm a failure at this. That would really be like someone going off a cliff, and on the way down, they're recording into their machine that's going to be destroyed when they hit the bottom anyway, so it doesn't matter. I should have done this better. And we say, it doesn't matter. When you get into that place where you are pointing at yourself and criticizing outcomes or even the way you feel, you're missing the whole point of your guidance system. When you feel negative emotion, no matter what it is, no matter how strong it is, no matter what label you give it, it always means the same thing. What you're looking at right here and now, your opinion about it is very, very different than the opinion that your inner being has. And so when you look at yourself with any kind of condemnation, I should have done better, shoulda, woulda, coulda, I should have done that better. I should have done that better. I know better than this. This is what Esther says. I know better than this. Of course you know better than this. But beating up on yourself for forgetting what you know is not the way to practice what you know better. It's the way to know what you know better less and less and less and less and less. You got to practice feeling good. That's our message. That was a long way around that, wasn't it? Practice feeling good, practice feeling good, practice feeling good. And when you don't feel good, take a nap. When you don't feel good, don't talk to somebody about it. Can we get together? I don't feel that good. Maybe you've had times like this, and maybe if we all talk about when we don't feel good, maybe we'll all feel better. No, you're going to feel awful. It's going to suck. That's why therapy goes on year after year after year after year after year. There's no bottom. You can't get to the bottom. You cannot get to the bottom of things that are bothering you. There is no bottom. So now you know everything we know. You do. Right now, you know everything that matters to live happily ever after. But we can't get off the stage. So, what do you want to talk about? Nothing's off limits. No special order of business. We're going to make beautiful music together. You're going to love this time. We appreciate you so much for coming and playing with us. Begin right here. We requested a skyhook to hoist you up out of your seats and bring you to the stage, but there were liability issues.